Every day I take 30 minutes. This is what I've been doing lately. If I need rest, I need to go rest because I need to be the best mom that I need to be for them. I need to give them the best of me. So if I'm tired, that's not the best of me. If I'm wore out, that's not the best of me. If I'm frustrated, that's not the best of me. I want to make sure that we're taking time to make every day Mother's Day. Hey everyone, welcome to the Christyn Show. Yeah, welcome back. I missed the week. I'm so sorry. But I'm refreshed and ready to give you some good stuff. But before we start, let me take a sip real quick. So, let's talk about motherhood. So, Mother's Day is coming, and I wanted to kind of encourage you, but just talk about motherhood and the things that we should do or stop doing or be better at, but really just encouraging you. So I got a couple things that I read about and wanted to share with you guys. So number one will be stop comparing yourself to other moms. Be the best mom you can be. You know what your kids need. You know the situation you're in. You know that, most kids just want love, attention, and of course, toys, this, a list of other stuff. But as for you, you have to stop comparing yourself to other moms where my kids may be outdoor kids and just want to run around and just be outside. And I don't have to pay a lot of money to go do things. And then you have other kids that need experiences, which both sides are experiences. But you give your kids what you can give them and be the best mom you can be. That's the most important. So number two, take care of you as a mom. Like take care of making sure that you wake up and do something special for yourself. Put your hair up and maybe, you don't have to put makeup on, but brush your teeth for the day, brush your hair, get dressed. Put a little bit of makeup on, maybe not. Whatever makes you feel fresh for that day. Just take care of you, even if it's taking a walk or getting out or doing something special like going to go get a coffee from your favorite coffee shop or a favorite snack. Just making sure that you're taking care of you because you still have to have the energy and want to be able to be there for your kids. So number three is seek help whenever required. So if you're tired, I just heard a little YouTube video and it said sometimes we want to give up on something because we think we're just done. But really, we're just tired and we need to regroup. So make sure that you're taking your breaks as required, asking people to come watch the kids or be in the house for a moment or just making sure that you're reaching out to people and letting them know that you need help. Don't hold it in. Make sure you're telling people, make sure you're communicating to others. Don't get frustrated and do this thing by yourself. And number four, and it's not the final one, but number four is, step out the house. Number four is step out of the house. So for me, I am in the house. I work in the house. This is my place of work, sleep, all kinds of things. Whatever I got to do, I do it in my house. And sometimes you have to get out. You have to regroup because this becomes a place that you don't want to be. And you don't want that. So making sure that you're stepping out of the house and being around other women, doing other activities, doing stuff that you love to do. I'm a craft person, so if you hear me say craft, that's because I love craft. I love art. So doing stuff that you know that you love to do, make sure you get out of that space and get out. And it don't have to be, your house might not be the place where you do work and things, but sometimes that's the place where you constantly see work. Oh, they dropped the sock. I got to pick it up. Oh, they dropped. You don't want to be frustrated, and the place that's supposed to be home don't feel like home anymore. Like you don't want to be there. So make sure that you're getting out and getting regrouped and getting yourself fully pampered in whatever way you need to be pampered. So number 5 is do not aim for perfection. Yeah. I believe that you no one's perfect. And my aim is never like the saying, I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm trying to, what is the saying? The saying is reach it for progression, not perfection. So I'm always trying to progress in who I want to be and what I want to do and how to be better as a mom and making sure that I could do the best things for each individual child, that I'm communicating and doing all those things. But I'm making sure that I know that I'm not perfect, that I'm going to make mistakes and that it's okay, that sometimes the mistakes you make you better. So let's not aim for perfection. And then number 6 is listen, if you don't have a sense of humor, you're going to have to get it. You're going to have to get it with kids. Kids are the funniest things, and they're going to say things and do things that if you don't have a sense of humor, you're going to be upset a whole lot. So just making sure that you're having a sense of humor and knowing that they're going to say things and do things that don't always seem like, why would you do that? So you have to laugh. Laughter is good. I'm constantly laughing, making jokes with the kids. When they say stuff smart, I'm not saying nothing smart back, but I'm making a joke about, not their feelings or whatever is a joke, but giving it to them back so they could see that, you know what, maybe I should have said this differently, or, okay, I see how that, how she could have felt like, oh, that was rude. But just also always having a sense of humor, making time to laugh, to tickle the kids, to just be tickled, and do those things. So the next one would be being patient with your child. So patience is something that I work on daily. This is something that I have to wake up every morning and ask for new spouts or rain or drought of patience, because we all, not only kids, but we all wake up in different moods and situations. And even and sometimes, I want to say sometimes kids they can't always control it, but sometimes we can't either. So we have to work on having patience with our kids and making sure we're directing them. And just, with one of my sons, I found out that when it's just so much for him that I just need to hug him, and I hug him so tight so he could feel like, okay, I need to calm down. I got this. And because of in my patience and me learning patience and learning how to deal with that, still working on it, but I had to learn each individual child needed a different type of thing, and me being patient with them helped me learn that. So the next thing is making sweet memories. I am a memory person. I don't know about you. I'm constantly having my phone, not to always talk on it and text on it, but to take pictures of little moments. Because when we're going through hard times, or when the kids get older and they start talking about this and that, it's been times that I remember when I was a little girl, and the stuff that I remember about being a little girl is always going to stick here. But it's good to go back and say, oh, I did that. Oh, I want to do this with my child. So it's good to make memories, and pictures don't always have to be in the memory. I remember living in an apartment at one point in my life, and I enjoyed that. And I remember being with my mom at church all the times and having the bows and doing all these things. And those are the memories that you want to make. You want to make fun memories. Like, I like doing gardening with the kids. And to me, I don't have to always take a picture of that, but those are memories and things that I'm putting in their head and reminding them, and not reminding them, but making memories with them of just spending time with mom, just what love looks like. And I think the memory of great things is always good, but making sure that when the bad things happen, that we're showing them the opposite, or that we're loving on them through those times. And those are also memories. When the bad times happen and kids just need love, that's a memory. Those are good memories. Okay. So the next thing is just remembering to communicate with your child. And I know I'm giving you a lot of tips, right? And this is just, maybe one of these are for you. Maybe they're not. Maybe you're already doing it. Maybe these are good for you. But I want you to remember to communicate with your kids, because a lot is going on in this world right now, and that we're continuously telling them and hearing them and talking to them about what's going on and what's not. I always say age appropriate, just, bringing it down to their level so they won't stress. You don't want them stressing about bombings and different things like that, but making sure that we're giving them level stuff, and knowing that even when they go to school, they're learning things, not only from the teachers, but from their friends and what their parents have told them, that we're making sure that we're communicating so we can express the feelings and seeing how they're feeling about the stuff that they're learning, things that we haven't even talked about yet. And that sometimes I felt like I want to be the first to tell my kids about important or big things. And sometimes that don't always happen, especially in my household. We're around a lot of people. My kids are social butterflies. At least my last three are. They're social butterflies. Now I'm thinking the fourth one, the oldest one too. Now he's in college. He is a social butterfly too. But just making sure that we're communicating with them and communicating the love that you have for them, what you expect of them, and how you see they're growing and the greatness you see. I'm constantly telling them how great they are and who they are, and making sure that I'm continuously telling that, because you're going to have a lot of people telling them something opposite, and you got to make sure that you're keeping them where they're supposed to be, because we know who they are. And I'm constantly just telling them that about their greatness. So when they do go to school, or when they go in the world, that even when all the craziness is coming in, or things that's not true, that they can also hear my voice saying, no, you're great. You're good. You have so much in you, and just reminding them. But if you're not communicating, they don't have those things when they're battling in their minds the opposite of what somebody else is saying. So the last one for today is pay attention to all your children. And if you have one, it might be a little bit easier, but me, I have 4, and the last 3 are more vocal. They tell me what they want to say, but sometimes, and this could be I don't always have time. And this is hard to say. I don't always have time to be able to, every individual person gets. So this is something I'm working on, making sure that I make time for everyone in different spaces. So what I've been working on when I'm picking them up from school, because they don't ride the bus. So when I pick them up, I'm asking them, okay, how was your day? What did it look like today? How are you feeling today? How did you feel about today? And that's a small, at least giving them that small amount. But I've noticed, and what you do have to notice is when when each child needs more. And what I've noticed lately is that my 9-year-old about to turn 10 in a couple days, he needs more of my attention. He wants me to be around. He wants my undivided attention. And learning how to do that is a little bit challenging, because I do have so much, and they have a lot of activities. But what I've learned, and not only by just listening, but hearing my other friends around me that have kids their same age, that this is a stage where you want to be intentional, Because as teenagers, you're gonna want them to be, you're gonna want to talk to them and grab them and hug them, and they're gonna be pushing away. So take this opportunity to make that bond. So when it does come to that time, that they remember this time of, oh, she was holding me, that she was listening to me, that we took. Sometimes it just takes a moment of just sitting on the couch and just, cuddling up and watching their favorite movie or YouTube clip or whatever it may be. Just, it could be just reading a book together. It could be outside playing basketball, whatever that moment is that they need. And I'm trying to tell you that I have not fully figured that thing out with 3 at home and still learning. Like, I know my little girl loves to draw. So whenever I say, okay, well, sometimes I just have to drop everything and say, well, let's draw today. Let's color in a coloring book today. Let's go outside and paint on something. Or her biggest thing now is the dollhouse. Let's go put water in the bathtub and the dollhouse together. Let's go do those things. So just remembering to take that time. My 8-year-old is into basketball, taking the time out just to be out there to watch him, to pass him the ball, that we're making sure that we're making time for them and paying attention to them and seeing and being involved in their life. But all this to say is that you're great moms, that you have this, and everything that's in you is what they need. Don't go try to, we always want to better ourselves, but sometimes they just want to sit still with you. Sometimes they just want to be in your lap while you're working. Sometimes they just want to be around. So I want to tell you, take some time out. Like I said in the beginning, that for me, every day is Mother's Day. Every day I take 30 minutes. This is what I've been doing lately. If I need rest, I need to go rest because I need to be the best mom that I need to be for them. I need to give them the best of me. So if I'm tired, that's not the best of me. If I'm wore out, that's not the best of me. If I'm frustrated, that's not the best of me. I want to make sure that we're taking time to make every day Mother's Day, not waiting until May, the second week or third week of May to have Mother's Day, but taking every day to take a moment to pamper you. If it's to go get your nails done, if it's to just lay in your bed, if it's just to sit in a space on a couch and do nothing. Make sure you're pampering yourself some way every day. And you don't need a lot of money to do that. You don't. So in the comments, guys, make sure you give some advice on what you do or some tips or tricks that you do with your kids, or some things that help you be a better mom, or things you should work on. And let's share. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how, because somebody has a question, or even put questions in there, a question about motherhood, and let's see how we could do this together. I love you guys. You're the best moms in the world. And wherever you're lacking, don't worry about that. Make sure you bring people alongside with you to help you through those times. But I love you guys, and I see you in the next one. Until Mother's Day, every day is Mother's Day. But until then, happy Mother's Day now, today, tomorrow, and all the days, the 365 days a year. I love you guys, and I see you in the next one. You're the best moms I know. Bye, guys. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you got anything from it, please share it with someone you think it will bless. And make sure you never miss an episode by subscribing to the Christyn Show right here on YouTube. You can download the audio-only version by subscribing to the show on most major podcast platforms. Also, make sure you check out our links in the comments below for more ways to engage with me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on the Christyn Show.